everyone, welcome back. It's Melissa, and today we're going to be looking at my most worn products from the month of February. And because they're the most worn, they become, I would say, my favorite products from the month. So one of the things I want to just mention before I start sharing some of the products is I did travel during this month, and so I brought a fairly limited number of products with me because I was going on an airplane. And I couldn't, you just can't bring as much when you travel by air than when you travel by car. So some of these products are going to come up as my most worn and my most favorites from this month, but that's because for almost a week, that's really all I wore because that's all I had with me. But I think that will also be very interesting to you. So let's jump right in. My most worn foundation was definitely the YSL Fusion Ink Foundation. I really love this foundation, but because I've talked about that quite a bit, I decided to really feature the second most worn foundation, and this is what I traveled with. It is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream with an SPF of 50. And I am wearing that today. I really love this foundation, especially for travel. The shade I wear is light, and one of the things I love about this for traveling is the packaging. It's very compact, and it has the pump in it, and it's in a tube, and it doesn't exceed the limits for the airlines. And because it has this really high SPF, it really is a multitasker for traveling. So it made the grade. I frequently travel with this because it's such a great travel foundation. The next most worn product is a Bare Minerals Quad. It is the, what is this? The Modern Icon Quad. This was released last summer, and this again was something I traveled with. I didn't want to bring a ton of products. I packed this and a couple of cream eyeshadow sticks, and that was it. I like this because it gives you a little variety, a little shade variety, but it is pretty basic as well. And I am wearing 3 of the 4 shades on my eyes today. Basically, I'm wearing everything but this peachy color, and it's a great little palette. I think the Bare Minerals quads and duos are great to travel with. I like their eyeshadow formula quite a bit, and it's small and compact for traveling, so I really did enjoy bringing this with me. The other thing that I used quite a bit this month was the Naked 2 palette, and one of the reasons why I've used this quite a bit is Kate and I have done a little palette exchange. We do this frequently. I don't see any real reason for us at this point to buy too many duplicate palettes, and so right now she has my Naked 3, I have her Naked 2, and so I'm just taking advantage of using this palette. I really love this one, and some of my favorite shades, Suspect and Pistol. I love those two right here, and I really love this palette. It's all that cooler taupey shades, and so I'm taking full advantage of it while I'm borrowing it from her. So we trade back and forth. So next up is blush. And the blush that I wore the most, again, it was what I traveled with. And I pulled out this Laura Geller Baked Cheek Dreams highlighter blush and bronzer combo. And this is in Vanilla Peach Cobbler. So again, I am wearing it today. I love to travel with this kind of a setup because you have everything you need all in one little palette, and it's small and compact, and you can swirl it all together and get like a bronzy glow. You can do a little defining with the contour and the highlight, which is what I did today. Not all this stuff is going to be available, but she has newer versions of this kind of a setup in her line today, and I like to use what stuff I have in my makeup collection, whether it's all available or not all available. So you're going to see a mixture of things in this video, things that are currently available and some things that maybe not be available. The other blush that I really used a lot, apparently was on a Laura Geller kick, and this is the Blush and Brightened in Pink Buttercream. Again, a really great kind of glowy blush. Loved this. I wore this quite a bit this this month as well. All right, we're getting into lip products next. And I can tell you all of these are still available because they're fairly new purchases for me. And the first two were two that I did travel with, but were in my makeup bag that kind of goes back and forth to work with me. So these are some of where I keep some of my most favorite lipsticks so that I don't always have to pack one each day. I know I have a nice little assortment in there. And they are both the long wearing lipsticks from Kat Von D. And the most worn shade is this pinkier shade in Lovesick. I just think that's so pretty. And then my next most worn shade is in the original Lolita shade, which is a great like pinky brown shade. And then the next two most worn lipsticks were from MAC, from my recent MAC purchase. And the first one is Viva Glam 5, which is a really pretty mauve-y like sheer color. The other one is Fast Play, which is a really great like neutral. Love both of those. Really love both of those. So one other thing that I pulled out of my makeup, like my little backup stash, and really it's like a rediscovery, and it is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Oil-Free Primer. And this has a little SPF 15 in it. This is just a really lovely lightweight primer. This is for all you oily girls out there. You should try this. Definitely give it a go. It's terrific. And I had picked this up during one of the Sephora sales to kind of have as a backup. And I recently finished my other one, so I thought, I'm not going to hold this and let it go bad. I'm going to bring it out and I'm going to use it. It's my cautionary tale to you all. And then before I go, I have like a non-makeup thing to share with you. It's not really a fashion thing, but it is a clothing related thing. So I was online doing some reading and I saw this little like how to hang your sweaters, how to hang your sweaters so that they don't get those little funny little points in the shoulders. That happens to so much of us, especially if it's been hanging all season, and then you pull it out and you're wearing it for the first time in the winter. And I thought this was genius, and I wanted to share it with you. And I will include a link to the video that I watched, but basically what you do is you fold your sweater in half, and you hang it over, it's almost like you're draping it over the hanger, like this. So it's still being hung. You're not going to have a lot of funny wrinkles in it from folding it and having it get mushed up inside a dresser drawer. And so it keeps it really wrinkle-free, but it also prevents these little funny things from coming up. So I thought this was genius, and I wanted to share it with you. So those are my most worn, most loved products from February. I'm thinking about maybe doing, like my top 5 loves from my MAC haul. If you think that's something you might be interested in seeing, leave me a comment below and I will work that into my schedule. So if you are new to my channel and you're just stopping by for the first time, I would love it if you'd subscribe and join me for future videos. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing and watching and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it, and I will see you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.